It is now time. It is the start of the Argon Racing Association. We have waited many, many months for the beginning of a new era of marble racing. And now that era is finally upon us. Welcome to Appalachian Raceway, where we have the debut event of the Argon Marble Association governing body. This has been a long time coming. So, we're going to be starting off with a race around a 9-turn track. Appalachian Raceway. 24 marbles are going to be competing for over 20 laps for one victory. So we're going to be going through the starting grid now. This is taking place in Algodoo. So row 12, we have brown and navy. Row 11 features silver and olive. Row 10, we have yellow and orange. That might be a heated rivalry. Row 9, we have peach and white. Row 8, pink and gray. Row 7, we have forest and purple. Row 6, green and hot pink. Now into the top 10. Lime and blue round out row 5. Magenta and teal on row 4. Red and maroon on row 3. Tan and seafoam on row 2. And sky blue and cyan are going to be on the front row. We had a test race earlier in the week on this. A very track. Sort of like a practice session, as many of these marbles have never competed. Well, all these marbles have never competed in an area event before. So, yeah, they needed the practice. Cyan and sky blue were going at it for a long time. As we now round the final few corners before we can start this edition of the Argon Racing Association. The pace car leading the field to the green flag. And we are off and away. The outside line getting a very good start. Sky Blue trying to capitalize on things. Cyan and Sifo both doing a good job, trying to stay out in the front. Maroon's gonna be trying to chase them throughout. Going into the hairpin, and Sifo makes the jump on Cyan. Both of them are now going to be in a drag race down the back straightaway. Several marbles trying to get a good job, jostling throughout the field. Gray is making some spots up. Sky Blue losing a few spots. Seafoam doing a good job, trying to stay ahead of Cyan. We start lap number 2. Oh, Cyan's going to have the outside line there, but Seafoam's going to cut him off. Yeah, it's going to be a big issue trying to get speed differences on a track that's not really designed for that. You can see a big gaggle of marbles further back in about the 8th through 18th range. Seafoam's going to be leading lap number 2 here. And is sort of making a breakaway over between him and Cyan and the rest of the pack. The top places getting spread out. We look further back. Sky Blue's made his way back up into 4th. Blue's in 5th. Oh, Teal's making a charge on Blue there. Looks like he's going to overtake for the 5th spot. Is now going to be charging on Sky Blue. You can see there on the vast expanses of the track. It's actually not very vast. Marbles getting spread out quickly, so near the end of the race, lap traffic is probably going to play an important factor into things. Sky Blue and Blue still jostling for that 4th spot. Blue currently the leader of the two. Oh, Seafoam got a bad bounce. Maroon and Cyan are battling for 2nd. Maroon has the inside line, and he cuts Cyan off. And now they're going to try for a charge for the lead. Seafoam has led every lap so far. Maroon blocking Cyan there. Of course, blocking's okay. No reason it shouldn't be. But yeah, now the top 5 have sort of organized into a bit of a gaggle. And now it's a drag race. Maroon, it looks like, is going to take the inside. 3 marbles past Seafoam, but now he's off the podium. Seafoam, though, getting a good exit out of 7, and he's going to try to go around the outside of Cyan and maybe out of the inside of Maroon. A race for first! Seafoam's gotta maintain. Seafoam still has led every lap so far. A quarter of the race distance. Maroon getting way held up in 3. Yeah, so Seafoam, Cyan, Sky Blue, Maroon, Blue, Orange, Green, Pink, Silver, and Magenta. That is our top 10. And now Cyan, as I was saying, that had a big run out of 6 into 7. He's now going to have to hold off in the defensive against Seafoam and Sky Blue. Cyan up slow corner. Sky Blue getting held up there as well. Ooh, a big defensive there from Cyan. And there's that battle for 4th through 9th. Or more 5th through 9th. Pink tried to get some good track position. Try to make a charge. Salvage something out of this event. Now, Hot Pink is in last, so Hot Pink, he might play an important role near the end of the race if he does end up becoming that lap traffic I was referencing earlier. Now, actually, Green has taken his spot into 2nd over Seafoam. Except slow through 5 and 6, and that's going to allow Seafoam right past. Yeah, Cyan just going far out into the track, off the camera angle for a bit. As we focus on 2nd through 7th, as Orange got caught up there. He's currently in 8th. And see, there's the battle, Green and Seafoam. Seafoam tried to make a charge, but now it's almost got swallowed up by Blue. Might still get swallowed up by Blue. Yeah, Seafoam is dropping like a rock. And all the while, the top 2 have now made a breakaway. Cyan closing very quickly on that lap traffic. Wants to try to prevent Green from becoming a pursuer. Seafoam, it looks like, has made a bit of a gap to keep 3rd. Cyan is now just past half race distance. So Cyan, Green, Seafoam, oh, this is a big battle there. Pink, Maroon, Silver, Orange, Sky Blue, Blue, and White. That is our top 10 currently. But yeah, battles further back. You can see Pink and Orange in a huge fight with one another. Blue and Sky Blue were up in the front earlier, but seem to have lost out on the ground. Hot Pink has gotten out of that elusive last place spot. So Cyan doing a pretty good job of managing the lead, hasn't had to deal with those lapped marbles yet. Oh, but really slow through 6 there. That's going to allow Green a huge opportunity. Hits him. Green almost thought about taking the inside. Now does. Green to the front. Will Cyan try to go on the inside through 8? No. And Green is in control of the race. It's just one corner can really destroy your momentum in a flash. It's crazy how that happens. And now Green's slow through 6, and Cyan's going to get a similar run. Cyan, it looks like, is going to try to pull ahead again. Except Green quicker through 7, and it's going to go around the outside, but Cyan makes a good block. Green on the inside again, and there he goes, but slow through 9. And Cyan has taken it back right where he was to begin with. Cyan over Green, and now Green's going to go on the outside. It looked like that was a bit far-fetched. Except it's going to be a close race down the back straightaway. 7, they're even. 8, it looks like they're going to be pretty even as well. Oh, there's the inside from Green, and Green's back to the front. They're just trading the lead almost constantly. Luckily, they've been managing to stay ahead of 3rd, which, in the midst of all that, has turned to Silver. Orange and Seafoam will round out the top 5. And Green now descends upon lap traffic. Cyan slow through 6 again. And green is getting close to gray. Now, if he makes it through, that's essentially game over if you're Cyan. If he fails to lap him, if gray continually blocks him, that could be Cyan or others' chance for victory. It's an added twist in an already twistful competition. And there's green lapping purple, but purple, it looks like, is going to try to get vengeance on him. No, green is going to have a buffer between himself and Cyan. Yeah, 4 laps now remain in this race, and now Peach is 1 lap down. And green is now looking on Teal. Teal had a decent starting position. Kind of surprising he's fallen this far. 3 laps now for green. And green is encountering a peloton of marbles. Peach trying to make an overtake to get his lap back. Cyan still struggling in 2nd. Silver 3rd, orange 4th, Seafoam and Maroon fighting for 5th. And they're green, passing Teal. Several of them, just for the sake of lapping. Like, it's hard to even write him on a paper anymore. He's lapped so many marbles. 2 laps remaining. Green is fully in it. Unless everyone, betrays him suddenly, I think green is a lock for this victory. Cyan, of course, is still going to be trying his hardest to get as much ground as possible. And green is slow through 6! This is going to allow several marbles to go through. And the marbles that go through were slow through 7. That's going to slow the momentum of the entire peloton. Could Cyan have a chance into the final lap? I doubt it, but if there's a will, there's obviously a way. Green slow again! Gets helped out majorly by Peach. Now Cyan's got a chance. He almost cast him there in the final opportunity, basically. Green tried to manage the buffers in front of Teal, but it's getting blocked by Magenta. Green had a slow 6. Will Cyan have one last-minute lunge? Teal's going to try to make it happen. Cyan on the inside. Not able to pass him there. Green just has to hold on. And it looks like he has a successful turn 8 to win the race. My goodness, that was incredibly close on the line there. Cyan's going to have to settle for a 2nd. Silver's going to get 3rd. Followed by Pink, Seafoam, Blue, Maroon, Sky Blue, Red, Forest, Yellow, Brown, Olive, Tan, Lime, Gray, Navy, and a few lapped marbles. But yeah, green. That impressive holdout. Now that is going to be stuff for the record books. I can tell you that. A crazy end to the start of this association, the Argon Marble Association. Thanks you for watching this presentation of their event, and along with Appalachian Raceway, we'd like to say so long, see you next time. Congratulations to Green on his big result.